Hello, Miss. We are going to present an oral report about Chespirito.
Hello, Miss. I am Nicolas Matus. Gómez Bolaños Chespirito was born on February 21, 1929 in Mexico City, when his mother was pregnant. Roberto almost died because his mother appealed. Luckily, Roberto could be born without any problem. His childhood was spent with his brothers Horacio and Francisco Gómez Bolaños. Roberto was a very outgoing child. Since he always liked play to football, he liked to practice boxing and play with his toys. Roberto loved to paint landscapes, face, etc., and he loved write his dear life. Roberto was always a happy knight with many goals to accomplish. He had some success in the boxing matches and teenager, but he was too young to turn pro and discouraged, ended up quitting. He graduated for mechanical engineering at the Autonomous University of Mexico, but he described the professions as tedious, so he migrated to advertising, and it was there that he got the passion and will grow the rest of his life. His professional name, Chespirito, is due to the film director Agustín Delgado, derived from the diminutive of Spanish pronunciation of William Shakespeare surnames.
When Chespirito was an adult, he worked on various scripts, but when he became famous with the character El Chavo del Ocho and El Chapulín Colorado, the speed began well known for two scripts. Chespirito also played El Champiras, Dr. Chapatín, Vicente Chambombo, and Chaporrón Bonaparte. Chespirito, outside of television, was a great person and a great father. But he has his shortcomings, which was behind a heavy smoker. Chespirito had 2 wives and 6 children. His official wife was Graciela Fernandez. Chespirito, I personally liked him a lot as character until he retired in 2000 year. Chespirito was a guest on various radio stations outside of television. He also had several programs where he mixed the guy with the Chapulín Colorado and Chavo del Ocho. He also starred in several Mexican movies. Chespirito had 6 children with his first wife, Graciela Fernandez. His children is the oldest Roberto and the youngest Cecilia. Chespirito participated in many political. He was a conservador, and his death that sound the most in the heads of many is that abortion was a crime. And with this, I finish Chespirito. Had great recognitions, such as the American Awards celebrate Chespirito, and many others. Goodbye.
Hello, Miss. I am Alonso Márquez Peña from the Octavo B, and I am going to talk about Chespirito. He was an actor. Chespirito started his job at the 1950. He interpreted many characters in the channel Televisa of Mexico, but it was transmitted in about 23 Spanish-speaking countries. For example, until today, we can see Roberto Gómez Bolaños in the Chilean TV. Chespirito was very famous by the characters Chapulín Colorado, El Chavo del Ocho, Dr. Chapatín, and Chompiras. All these programs were on the TV for 9 years, and finally his job ended in the 2000. Chespirito was 71 years old. After this, in the 2006, Chespirito created an animated series about El Chavo del Ocho with 135 episodes and 7 seasons.
Hola, mi nombre es Pablo Salinas del octavo B y lo que voy a hablar yo el día de hoy es más o menos la vida de Chespirito cuando ya estaba cerca de morirse, más en la vejez. Chespirito passed away at the age of 85 on November 28, 2014 in Cancun, Mexico at 2:30 p.m. His funeral was very nice since all the fans of the characters attended. The day of Roberto's death was confirmed by his wife, Florinda Mesa. A white hearse went for the lifeless body to this residence in the Caribbean resort of Cancun, where he lived and died, to be transferred to the Cancun International Airport in a private flight, and thus arrived at Televisa San Angel, which was home to all of Chespirito creation and where he was also paid the last tribute as a comedy icon. The America celebrates Chespirito. The coffin that contained the remains of Chespirito was carried in a funeral process that consists of a Ford 350 truck adapted as a kind of thematic car alluding to the comedian, which carried his remains in a trailer which also had two sculptures representing to the Chavo and Chapulín Colorado, who was escorted by an operation with the formality that was required at the time, as he paid the processing was received the cheers and cheers. He as well by people who gathered to see him pass on and offer him in the theory the last goodbye.